What is going on, guys? It's your boy Jadenator here, and today we're gonna be watching 3 true lockdown horror stories. This is the newest on Mr. Nightmare. Go subscribe to him; he's really good. So I was just testing it out before. Up here, I got my headphone set right here just to have the speaker mic sound better for me. So let's get into this. This is lockdown horror stories. I don't know if this is like in school lockdown or like just any. Yeah, it looks like school lockdowns.
I was 16 in my junior year of high school. I had 9 periods in the school day. 5th period was lunch, and straight from there was my astronomy class. My astronomy class was actually held in one of the 2 basement classrooms of the school. My high school was big, there were 3 floors, and even that wasn't enough to accommodate all the classes offered. So the school built 2 classrooms in the basement. It was honestly kind of creepy down there when nobody else was around. It used to be a janitorial area, however, it was remodeled to better resemble a typical hallway. The only thing, there were no intercoms or loudspeakers down in the basement at that time. For that reason, no classes were held down there first period for the morning announcements. Everyone referred to this little section of the basement as the chamber, and everyone always tried to get classes down there just because it was air conditioned and the classes were typically easier. Plus, it had its own bathroom down there. We had a quiz in astronomy that day. Usually I was one of the first done just because I found the class easy. After I finished my quiz, I texted my friend who was in the other basement classroom to meet me in the
I hope he
bathroom
didn't
because I was
rush.
bored.
Huh.
He
Hope he
told
didn't
me
rush.
okay. I walked out of the classroom and down the small hallway to the bathroom. A few seconds later, the door opened and my friend JJ entered the bathroom.
JJ, I don't remember being in this. I do not remember being in this. JJ, I do not remember being in this. I was never in this. Like JJ. That's my nickname, JJ. That guy better not be spelled with a I, Jai. Better be spelled Jay. Copycats.
We were joking around
Alright.
for a while until JJ checked his phone and said someone texted him saying the school was going on lockdown. We both looked at each other with the
Oh
same
God.
grins. Neither of our teachers saw us leave the classrooms. That meant we had free range of the school while it was on lockdown.
Why?
We agreed to sneak upstairs and look around the hallways just for the hell of it. The worst that would happen is that we'd explain how we couldn't hear the announcements in the basement classrooms.
I guess.
Upon opening the basement door to the main floor, we were surprised to find all the lights had been turned off. So the hallways were pretty much pitch black aside from the light pouring in from the doors in the lobby. This was legit because usually the lights were left on in the hallways during lockdowns. Something was going down, and we didn't know if we were even comfortable walking around now. JJ stepped out a little further into the hallway, and I followed suit. JJ then looked down the hall and said, "Who's that?" I looked, and emerging from the darkness was a man. At first we couldn't tell if he was a teacher or not, but as he got closer, we realized this guy wasn't dressed at all like any staff member. He was dressed like a bum. Alright, let's go, I told JJ as we hurried back down to the basement. He surely saw us, whoever he was. We saw both classrooms had their doors shut and lights off, so to avoid making a scene, we decided to hide in the bathroom. I shut the light first thing, and then we both went to hide in the corner stall. There was complete silence in the room. No ventilation, no heaters, nothing.
Wow.
Just the sound of me and JJ breathing, and an occasional drip from the sink. The door to the bed.
If this JJ was me, I would have been like going crazy, like, oh my gosh, what the hell is happening? Oh my gosh. I'll be like biting my finger, because this is what I do when I get nervous. I like bite my fingers.
The bathroom suddenly opened,
or bite my one
and
finger.
Light from the hallway poured into the bathroom for a brief moment.
Oh no.
The door shut, and the bathroom was once again pitch black. Me and JJ tried our best to control our breathing. The room was so silent that we could hear somebody walking over to our side of the bathroom.
Oh no.
The person stopped and started breathing really heavily, as if they were out of breath. Me and JJ were both scared to death. JJ did something very dumb.
Oh my God.
He whispered in my ear, We have to crawl out through the other stalls. The room was so silent, however, that even JJ's whisper could be heard from across the room.
Oh no.
The heavy breathing outside the stall stopped, and the person tried pressing the stall door in. That was when I whispered, "Go, go," to JJ. We both crawled under the sidewall to the next stall over, and then the next stall, and then finally out to the other side of the bathroom. The person was now full-on banging on the stall door. Me and JJ hopped up off the floor, opened the door, and as the light filled the room again, we saw the guy from upstairs in the corner. We pounded on the door to JJ's class. The teacher let us in within seconds. JJ explained everything as the teacher locked the door, mentioning a gun sticking out of the man's pocket. I was shocked to hear this because I didn't see a gun, but I went along with it anyway.
Oh no.
Usually a bunch of high school students would be laughing their asses off at two students causing a scene like this, but I noticed all the kids sitting in the corner looked concerned. A sudden bang at the door made everyone jump, and a couple of girls squeal out of fear. JJ, the teacher, and I could see the man standing at the door, looking through the window while trying the doorknob. After a few bangs on the door out of what seemed to be anger, he turned and walked down the hallway back to the stairs. We don't know how much longer the lockdown went on for, but for over an hour we sat in silence in the room, other than the teacher occasionally asking me and JJ questions in a very concerned tone, shaking his head after everything we would tell him. Eventually, somebody from upstairs called the teacher and he instructed all of us to single file walk up the stairs and out of the building, where we would be greeted by cops. Me and JJ did the best we could at describing the man to the cops and to the dean. One of the cops patted me on the back, and we were sent off to go home. After this incident, the school installed cameras everywhere and ramped up the security budget.
Good job.
This incident never got media attention, so honestly, we never found out if police caught the guy. I'm convinced that man had no other intentions but to kill us then and there in that bathroom stall.
What if he what if the man, while they were going under the stalls, what if he just went just looked under automatically somehow, thinking okay, they're gonna go under the stalls, probably that's why they're not opening, and just started looking under, and he would have saw them, he would have crawled under, shot them, and boom, you're done. If he would have looked under, they would have been done. Let's continue. I think, is this story 2? I like so many chills. Is this part 2? Okay, there we go. Story 2. Okay, there we go.
I'm a retired New Jersey police officer. Throughout my 20 years in the force, the most disturbing call I ever received was for a school lockdown happening at a nearby middle school, of which I'll leave out the name for legal reasons. It happened on a stormy, dark day. My car number was called on the radio to respond to a lockdown, where a suspicious-looking man was seen stepping out from a white van parked behind a school and walking into the back door by the boys' locker room. I pulled up to the back parking lot of the school, right next to the white van. Nobody was inside, and all the doors and trunk were locked. I opened the red back door that entered into the gym hallway, right by the locker rooms. The main lights had been turned off, so the whole inside of the school was dark. I unholstered the flashlight from my belt and used it to navigate the halls. I made it to the lobby of the school, where a woman emerged from the front office quietly, telling me to check the boys' locker room, but to be careful because the person might be armed.
Exactly.
I called for backup on my radio and was assured backup was already on the way. I made it back to the hallway I entered from, where I found the boys' locker room right next to the exit. I pushed it open very quietly. There were no windows in the rooms, therefore there was no light whatsoever in that locker room. Only the light provided by the flashlight.
Oh no.
There was a white noise in the room, some kind of vent on the ceiling blowing air. But even over that, I was hearing faint scratching type noises, or little dings on the locker doors from the other side. I was supposed to make my presence as a police officer known, but honestly, I was just too scared. The tension in the room was insane. I held my flashlight in one hand and my gun in the other as I snuck to the other side of the locker room. It seemed like wherever I was in the room, the dings and thuds would be coming from the other side. I was standing in the corner of the locker room, right by the door to the bathroom, when the sound of someone slamming a locker door from another room made me jump out of my skin. I went in the direction where I heard the slam, to find out that it was from the boys' football team locker room. There was no door separating the main locker room from the football locker room. The lockers in here were also 3 times the size.
Look at this guy.
I finally had the nerve to make my presence known by shouting police. After shouting, a kid started screaming help from somewhere in the room. It was very muffled, though. The kid pounded on a locker door on the other side of the row I was in. When I found out that the boy was trapped inside of a locker, I felt sick in my stomach. I told him I'd be right back, once again calling for backup while running outside to where the white van was.
Why would you leave the
was
kid
gone.
there?
My biggest mistake was not getting the plate number first thing. I told dispatch to be on lookout for a suspicious white van. I ran back into the school and instructed the staff in the front office to end the school day and to send somebody with a key to the locker room to get the boy out of the locker. The boy was held by the man with a knife on his back, as I speculate the man was quietly trying to get the 12-year-old boy to his van. The boy was bleeding on his arm from the man cutting him while resisting. The man's van was spotted a week later in a 7-Eleven parking lot, where he was arrested after being properly identified.
Huh. Yo, that kid was dead. Like, got cut and everything by, like, a knife. Alright, guys, I will be right back. Actually, you guys don't even know what I do. So, I will be right back in, 2 seconds. Alright, so, let's do this again.
When I was visiting Rowan University, a college I potentially wanted to attend. My family couldn't come with me, so I was on my own. After attending campus tours, I went to get a bite to eat at a nearby restaurant, and then went back to the hotel at around 8 p.m., planning on going back to campus again the next day. About an hour after returning to my room, a strange alarm started going off in my room, along with a white light flashing from the corner of the ceiling. A message started looping shortly after as well, saying something along the lines of, "All Hampton Inn guests, please remain in your rooms, this is a lockdown." I had never heard of a lockdown in a hotel. I never even knew hotels had alarms like this. I found it more interesting and exciting than anything else. Eventually the sound of the alarm stopped, but the light kept flashing, and every 20 seconds or so the message would repeat. It was only like 9:30, so I turned on the TV just as background noise while I started changing clothes and brushing my teeth.
Oh my God.
I shut the lights when I was done and hopped under the covers. I watched TV for half an hour before shutting it off. The light was still flashing with an obnoxious bright white every few seconds. It was definitely going to hinder my sleep. I was starting to consider calling the front desk to ask what was going on, when the phone rang.
Oh no.
It was someone from the front desk. I was expecting them to tell me something about the alarm and when it would shut off. But instead, the person on the other end spoke in a very concerned voice. She told me to remain calm and walk out the door. I took that opportunity to ask her what exactly was going on. She went on to tell me that there was somebody in the room with me and to get out immediately. I dropped the phone and instinctively started looking around everywhere. Part of me was curious to see if somebody was in fact in the room. I checked under the bed, looked into the empty bathroom, nobody in either spot. Then, I noticed the closet door right next to the bathroom. It was one of those closets with a wooden sliding door. It was open just a tiny crack, and through that tiny crack, I could see a person's face. At first, it didn't sink in what I was seeing, but when the door slid shut, that was when I freaked out and ran out the door. The people at the front desk showed me security footage from an hour earlier of some sketchy-looking man walking around the hallways, apparently looking for a certain room. When he got to my door, he opened it with the card he somehow acquired, and that was it. I stayed around as the authorities took the person out in chains. It was a man, of course, on the shorter side, easily 40s. He looked at me as he passed, as if he knew who I was immediately. It's scary thinking back that he may have been watching me for more than an hour from that closet.
Exactly. Alright, so let's watch another one. I don't know if I showed you guys that one. I probably did. So, there was one that I wanted to see. All the ones without the bottom thing means I haven't watched it. So I'm gonna watch another one. I'll be like right back when I see one. Alright, so if you guys should read this, some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. I don't know what that means, but that probably means that if you guys like are scared of easily like that, not by the other one isn't probably as scary as this. But if you guys are super scared very easily, I don't suggest you watch this because, as you can see, it might be really disturbing and scary for some viewers. This is 7 disturbing 911 calls. I haven't seen part 1. I see that it says more right here. But I have never seen part 1. I promise you that. But let's see. Oh, God. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, so let's watch this. Let's go.
The 3-digit telephone number 911 has been designated as the universal emergency number for citizens throughout the United States to request emergency assistance. The number and service was established in 1968 and has since become the countrywide household number, receiving 240 million calls per year in the U.S. With so many calls per year, 911 operators often have to tackle very chilling situations, producing even more horrific recordings, and sometimes these recordings are leaked to the public. These are just 7 of those calls. Number 7. This is the recording of a 5-year-old girl calling 911 after waking to gunshots and finding her dead mother and dying father in bed. Police said a gunman seeking revenge for drug charges snuck into the family's New Smyrna Beach home and opened fire. He then killed himself in his own home later that day. The child, Tia Hernlin, described the traumatic scene to the operator in the following call.
Hamilton County 911 Jerry. At East 14th Street.
The heck?
What's the address?
Yep. My daddy and my mom got shot.
You say your brother and your mama's doing what?
My mama and my daddy got shot.
They're fighting?
No. Dude shot them.
What's your address?
I don't know.
Are you on East 13th Street?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and what happened?
My daddy and my mama got shot.
Okay, who's there with you right now?
Nobody.
You know who did it?
No. But you come.
What's your name?
Huh?
How old are you?
5.
5?
Okay, where is your mom and dad at right now?
At East 14th Street in the house.
They're where?
At East 14th Street at the house.
Okay, where are you?
I'm at home with you.
Your mom and your dad is the only one there?
Uh-huh. And they got shot.
Okay, where?
Number 6.
Yo.
During a disturbing 911 call...
How does that 5-year-old know, like, where he lives? Like, what 5-year-old knows that?
In 2009, Sandra Harold frantically told the 911 operator to get the police to her location as soon as possible due to an attack on her friend, Charla Nash, who at the time was in a gay relationship with her. She went on to explain that it wasn't a person behind the attack she was describing, but rather her pet chimpanzee, Travis.
What?
Though the 200-pound chimp didn't kill Charla Nash, her injuries to her eyes, face, hands, and scalp were extensive, and she experienced major blood loss. In a famous 2009 episode of Oprah, Charla Nash appeared on the show to reveal her face, which completely shocked viewers.
Ah!
In the background of the call, you can hear Travis the chimp screaming and making noises that almost seem fake, but everything in this recording is 100% real.
Oh, look at her face. Like she doesn't have.
For 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Candy. For 21, look. Look, Candy, look.
What's the problem?
Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart. Hurry up. Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
We're done. Please, shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey.
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to touch me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, man.
They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry.
You're there with your friend. I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your
I
friend?
can't. He's trying to attack me now.
Is he still there with your friend?
Yes,
Okay, so then back off. Then don't get any closer, okay? They're already on the way.
please.
If the monkey moves away from your friend, let me know, okay? So we can try to help your friend.
No, I can't. She's dead. She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything.
He ripped her apart?
I think I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna pass out.
No, just breathe, okay? I'm going to stay with you on the phone until they get there.
Please hurry. Please hurry.
The
Number
hell?
5.
Yo!
It's more often than not the
monkey.
911 calls are made by bystanders or victims
Ah.
of circumstance. But there is sometimes that rare occurrence when the person who is calling is also the one carrying out the unthinkable act. This is what happened when Alan Taishin Eugene Lassiter called operators and explained why he threw his 3 children into a pond in Durham, North Carolina.
What?
Alan told the dispatcher that he was dealing with some pedophilic problems and desires that he was trying to get help with, but instead the entire system turned its back on him and tried to take his kids away.
911. Where's your emergency?
I don't know. You gotta use the GPS tracker. I just get to both of my daughters. Alright?
Okay, what's your
You gotta use the tracker. CPS was trying to take my kids away from me. All I did was try to go get help because I was dealing with some pedophilia things. Okay?
Okay, are you gonna call
Hello.
right now?
I was dealing with some sexual desires that I tried to go get help with. And instead, they turned their back on me, the whole system, and tried to take my kids. And that took the rest of the little happiness that I had. And y'all take this and y'all love me. When somebody asks for help, really help them, okay?
Okay, so what?
Really help them.
Let me get your business.
Because y'all didn't help me. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know. Use the GPS on the call. I need somebody to go and break the news for my wife. I need an ambulance out there. She's gonna be in shock.
Okay, where's your
She's gonna be in shock. Please send an ambulance. My daughter is in a lake drowning. Both of my young daughters, 5 to 3 years old.
What lake?
His 7-year-old son was able to get away, and his 5-year-old daughter was rescued by cops.
Oh.
But his 3-year-old daughter later died from her injuries.
So they saved all
Number
of them.
4.
But the 3-year-old
This
died
following
from
video
being-
was uploaded in 2011 by the YouTuber Andrew J. Neese, in which he places a camera by the windowsill to record the man who had apparently been standing outside looking up at his window. His phone call to the police is also recorded in full, which wouldn't be as chilling if it weren't for the fact that we could actually see the disturbing sight that Andrew describes.
Hi, yeah, there's this guy just like standing outside my window. He's just like looking up at the window. He's been there for about 30 minutes now. And male, maybe about 30, I guess. I can't tell. Yeah. It's in Alley. My address is Street. Yeah. Yeah, and he's just Yeah, he's been there for like 30 minutes and I don't know what to do.
Then Andrew uploaded another
It's
video.
2:49 a.m. and this guy's been out here for like an hour now, and the cops still haven't showed up. So I
What
just
the
called
heck?
again. So I guess we'll wait and see if they show this time. I'm gonna record this and keep a record as, I guess, video evidence because cops never showed up, and this is getting really unsettling.
Number 3.
So you could see the
The
guy.
following recording is of a frantic 911 call made seconds before a California family's fatal crash crossing an intersection. The 911 call captured the family's last moments before they were struck in the intersection that they were approaching against their will in August of 2009. Chris Lestrela can be heard saying that there's no brakes and that we're going 120 miles per hour.
Oh my gosh.
After uttering
Are
the
you
word
kidding
pray,
me?
a woman screams and the call abruptly ends. Apparently, the gas pedal was stuck and the brakes were out in their Toyota, leaving them completely out of control to slow down or stop the car.
Just jump
The
out.
crash claimed the lives of everybody in the car. Chris Lestrela, his brother Mark Saylor, Saylor's wife Cleofe, and the couple's 13-year-old daughter Mahala.
911 emergency, what are you reporting? I'm sorry, your cell phone's cutting out.
We're going north 125,
Mm-hmm.
and our accelerator stuck.
I'm sorry?
Our accelerator stuck. We're on 125 and we're late.
Okay, northbound 125, where are you passing?
We are passing, where are we passing? We're going 120, Mission Gorge. We're in trouble. We can't, there's no brakes.
Okay.
In freeway half mile.
Okay, and you don't have the ability to, like, turn the vehicle off or anything?
We're approaching the intersection.
Okay.
We're approaching the intersection. Hold on. Pray.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Okay. Hello?
Number
You hear
2.
them like,
In this truly horrific
crap.
911 call,
You're dead.
a woman contacts emergency services hysterically describing how her niece, Deisha Watkins, decapitated and stabbed her 3-month-old child. The woman was too hysteric and
Decapitated?
grief-stricken to speak, so she turned the call over to her son, who explained the horrifying scene. The son refused to go into the kitchen, explaining that Watkins' whereabouts were unknown. Cops later found the 20-year-old mother sleeping and covered in blood. She had apparently lost custody due to mental health issues and committed the act out of rage, but it was unclear how she was able to visit the infant in the first place.
I'm sorry, I want emergency, doctor, emergency.
Somebody please send the police. My niece
Okay,
killed
ma'am.
her baby. Please.
What is the address?
5957 Wildwood.
Okay, ma'am.
Lord, help me. Oh,
Ma'am,
my
who were you
God.
you were just talking to somebody. Who were you just talking to?
My son, he came over here, he found the I was asleep. And he got his kids there to go to school because they go from my house. And he seen the baby on my scooter. Oh my God, help me.
Listen to me. I need you to stop crying, okay? Stop crying. I need you to take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
Ma'am, please send the police right away.
Ma'am, you weren't crying but I heard you talking to him. You were fine. And then when I said you started crying, I need you to tell me what's going on.
Ma'am, I am crying. I'm outside screaming.
What happened?
But he keeps telling me to come down. I don't
What
know
happened?
All I know is my son came in here and woke me up and said, Mama, the baby's dead. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What am I going to do? Because she killed this baby. Oh, God.
Okay, why are you saying she killed the baby?
Because the baby is in the room. She talked to my son about it.
How old is the baby?
The baby is 3 months. Oh, my God. Hello?
What happened?
I don't know. This house is big. I don't know where my little cousin is. So can you please?
Where is the 3-month-old baby?
The baby is on my mama's kitchen counter with his head smashed. Now I need you to please send me.
Okay, is it a male or female?
I don't know where my little cousin is at. Now if a little girl pop up with a weapon, I'm not gonna have a little cousin no more. You see, I don't know.
Okay. Listen to me. Is the baby breathing?
Listen, lady. The baby is deceased.
Okay. All right, we're sending the police and an ambulance, okay?
Mama.
What is her name, sir?
Mama. Shush. Hello.
Who is the mother?
The Asia. What is Diaja's last name? Watkins.
Is she there right now?
No, I don't know where she's at. That's the problem. I don't know where this little girl is at. I don't even know if she's in this house. It's a big house, lady. Please. I don't want to look for her. I don't want to look for her. So if you please send the police.
So no one has any idea what happened to the child?
Listen, lady, I cannot explain to you what happened because I do not know. Nobody knows. It happened sometime in the middle of the night.
Okay, what do you see when you look at the child? What?
Look, this lady, I don't want to describe the scene. This screen is very, very bad. All right, the little baby's head is open, like
Okay.
open. I'm not going in there to touch nothing because I don't want to mess nothing up. I'm not going in there to look because I already seen it, but it's not. It's very violent. It's a very violent scene. All right, it's very violent.
All right, sir. We have police, the fire department responding out.
All right. I gotta go back to the car because my kids are outside. I don't know where this girl is at. Now, Mom, I need you to go lock yourself in here or I'm finna go out because I gotta go out here with them.
Yo! What? That thing could be number one. Oh my. You guys should have read. Read it. Read it again. Before we see number one. Read that. Read it. Because you know that number one is going to be like freaking crazy. Where's number? Okay. Right here.
Oh, I'm finna go out because I gotta go out here with them.
Number one.
Alright.
This last phone call was made by Kevin Cosgrove on September 11th, 2001 in the South Tower. Kevin Cosgrove was Vice President of Claims for Aon Corporation. He was located in the northwest corner of the 105th floor when the plane struck the South Tower.
Oh, I
He
think I
became
heard
trapped
this.
in the office of John Ostaro, which was engulfed in thick black smoke. Cosgrove called 911 on his cell phone and had a 5-minute conversation with the operator. But the final moments of the call are what's most disturbing, as the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapses, and you can hear Kevin's reaction.
This is actually what it sounds like in my head. Like, it's not because of the bad audio, it's because this is actually how it sounds like. Oh no.
Message number 100.
Oh, yo, it collapsed.
So those were 7 more.
Hold on. I want to see that again. Yo, look at it. It falls. Look at
Message number 100.
Look at that, guys. Look at all of this. Yo. Oh my. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh, I got chills everywhere from all of them. Oh, I hope you guys better enjoy this. You guys better put a freaking like on this, cause I will flip if you guys don't. All right. This is I'm Jadenator, and I just wow. I actually have nothing to say. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. You better like for this. Oh my gosh. Alright, see you guys next time on another episode of Jadenator.